أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear beloved students, it has been a long time since we met last in our respective classes or Asia classes. Since we have no scope to meet in our real classes, the government has taken initiatives to provide online classes. Hence, I am in front of you. I am Md.Emran Hossain, an English teacher of S.M.Model Govt.High School. Today, I am going to take an exceptional class before you. It is called Introduction to English. Introduction to English. Learning English is a journey. And before the journey, you must have a good command over English. If I ask you a question, what is English? What is English? And the answer will be English is a subject and a language. As a student, what do you do? Why do you learn English? I think you learn English or you study English because the government has launched or provided a subject called English. You have a subject. You have mathematics, social science, religion, business studies, physics, chemistry, biology, higher math, and so on. Since you have a subject called English, you attend English classes. So, priority is given as a subject. And we can see a lot of guardians and students run after getting A+ in English because it's a subject. A few of you consider English as a language. Since you are students and English is a subject, what does a student do? A student learns, study. You read at your respective homes, at your schools, and write in the exam halls. So, if you want to cut a good figure in English as a subject, you have to read well and write in the exam. What do you read? You read textbooks and grammatical items. So, but as a language, if you consider English as a language, you must have a good command over these 4 skills. Number 1, listening. Number 2, speaking. Number 3, reading. And number 4, writing. Our students work on the last 2 skills, that is reading and writing. If I explain it in Bangla, Suppose you are a student, So if anybody asks you a question, if anybody asks you a question, what are you? The answer should be, I am a student. As a student, what do? I study. আমি লেখাপড়া করি, পড়ালেখা করি, পড়ালেখা। But my question is, do you only read and write? Don't you listen to your teachers or your fellow friends or classmates or other people? Don't you speak in English? Certainly you do. But emphasis is given on reading and writing. These very two skills, listening and speaking, are ignored seriously in our country. Hence, what can we see? We see a lot of students are, despite of taking or obtaining the highest degree from the most renowned university in our country in English, students can't implement English in their real life. What's the cause behind it? It is because, like you, they only read or come or memorize from textbooks or other books and vomit in the exam hall. If you consider English as a language, what do you do most of the time? We seldom read and write, but very often we listen and speak. So, if you consider English as a subject, you have to work so hard to get good marks, in the exam. But if you consider English as a language, if you have a good command over these 4 skills, good result or good marks will run after you. We have a trend in our country, our parents, students, all are running after getting A+. So, if you consider English as a subject, you have to work hard, you have to run after getting A+. But if you have a good command over these 4 skills, A+ will run after you. Okay, so you should give emphasis on listening, speaking, reading and writing. This is my suggestion. So don't consider English as a subject. At first, you should have an idea. You should have a commitment to learn English as a language. So, this is 21st century, and you should have a good concept on core skills. This is the very latest skill all over the world. Core skills. critical thinking and problem solving. Creativity and imagination. Citizenship. Communication and collaboration. Digital literacy. You know, I have discussed on the very 4 skills of English: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. You know, and this is the implementation area. By learning these very 4 skills, I repeat, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, you have to have a good command over these 6 fields. That is critical thinking and problem solving. In any case, you know, in your real life, whenever you will face a problem, you know, at first you have to think critically, and then you have to solve the problem. Then creativity and imagination. You should have sound creativity and imagination. Then citizenship. You know, what do you mean by citizenship? Nationalism. You know, this very citizenship doesn't mean the citizenship of your country. It is meant for global citizenship. Global citizenship. You know, you shouldn't compare you with your respective classmates or with the students around you, with the students of your country. You know, you must compare yourself with the students of other countries as well. So this citizenship means global citizenship. Communication and collaboration. Communicate. You will have to communicate with other people in English. The digital literacy. You know, now this is the age of science, and many students are seen using different digital materials, you know, in their real lives, but they should have a sound command over these very digital materials, so that they can have a good command over the education, his respective education, you know, and he must use these very digital materials for the welfare of his own life. Then leadership and personal development. Leadership building. And this is the key points. These are the key points of quality education. So I request you to determine yourself with the view of treating or considering English not only as a subject but also as a language as well. This is my suggestion to you. Thanks for today. I invite you to watch my next classes. Okay. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.